way to Nova's Ark.
Ready?
We're on the way.
Here we
We're on the way to Nova's Ark.
Nova's Ark was a dream. It was something that started 12 years ago. We bought the property, my husband and I, together as a place where I could have some of the horses and just relax and enjoy that piece of heaven in the country. And at that time, I was a special education consultant for the Durham Board. And I had a number of families who really felt as though they were second-class citizens. They were always scrutinized for how they parented and what was happening with their children. And these were children who were autistic, children with medical fragile issues that they were dealing with. And a lot of people didn't understand them. So I wanted a place where those families and their children could come and just be who they are. And that's how it started. It was a dream. And what has happened now is that we run full weeks, 7 full weeks with 15 campers. And we have 30 volunteers that show up on their own every week. It's become a place where interactions happen. And the animals bring everyone together. But that's not what it is anymore. What Nova's Ark has become is a place where every child fits. So we don't take a program and say you must fit the program. We work with our child and then make our program work for that child. And that's huge.
Spencer is 11. He has Asperger's, ADHD, and Tourette's thrown in to keep it interesting. A lot of these kids come from situations where their peers don't understand them. And, you know, Spencer comes into camp and there's all of these teens and other kids that are not that much older than him who think he's cool, which is a big self-confidence booster. People would say because of his autism, he just didn't know how to be social. And his first time here, his buddy was maybe only 13 years old. And he and Spencer hung out for 6.5 hours that day. Not a single issue, not a meltdown, not a transitional issue. And when I asked him what his favorite thing was about Nova's Ark, he said it's that it makes me feel safe.
It's a fantastic place, really safe place. I feel comfortable here and it's a very nice place. Well, my favorite part is the house animals. So they got farm animals and house animals. It's so awesome. I've had a lot of fun here. Too bad this is my last week for this year.
There's lots of animals on everywhere, and you never feel alone because your animals will keep you company.
I love seeing the smiles on the kids' faces. It just makes my day. So I come every summer as often as I can. I just kind of clear my schedule in the summer. Nobody else but the kids, pretty much. So, and I just love this place. When I first came here, I was with Chloe. And I wasn't really confident about myself because I've never been able to work with these kids. But Marion showed me a lot how to work with Chloe. I learned how to feed her by hand, everything. And she was amazing. All the smiles from her. I love Chloe. Everybody does. This week I've been working with Rachel. She is a lovely girl. I love Rachel. Always smiling. She loves to be here. She loves everything about this place. Rachel also gets fed through a tube. So we do have to take some time away from our day, but we don't stop. We bring things to her. So we do have a lot of fun. She's a girly girl, so she loves getting her nails done and her hair. So she's pretty cool.
It's wonderful to bring Brendan here every day, and he so looks forward to it. He has cerebral palsy, spastic quadriplegia, microcephaly, which means smaller brain, through brain damage, and he has seizures, and he's G-tube fed. He does eat some by mouth, but mostly, you know, he survives because of the G-tube. So, having said that, though, I mean, his physical disabilities aside, mentally he's a smart, you know, fun-loving kid, and that's the problem, because you have to keep him stimulated and him having fun. So he loves it here. He loves it. The whole personality change.
Chloe was born with no problems at all, and 2 days after she was born, she developed, they think, had a stroke as a result of a blood clot in her brain when they cut the umbilical cord just by fluke, sort of like getting hit by lightning. Blood clot got caught in her brain and it exploded, and it did extensive brain damage. And because it was so close to her birth, they call it cerebral palsy. It's her cry. It's her favorite place in the whole world. She just loves it. These kids are her friends. And, you know, I'm a principal, and, you know, I have a lot of special ed kids that go through my doors. And the big thing that parents say to me all the time is, you know, if my kids could just feel like they belong, if they could just have friends, that's what parents worry about. It's not so much the academics, but it's about them having a place and feeling good about themselves. And here is her place like that. I mean, for her birthday, they all came together and had a party with her. They're just her friends, and they're friends at camp. And they've kept that up sort of out of camp too. And she hangs out with them, and they do all the things that a girl would do at that age. And they talk about their boyfriends, and they paint nails. And you know, we don't know because Chloe's a trapped child, we don't know what she actually can take in and understand. So being around the kids at her own level and her own age is a real gift, because if she can understand, then she's getting that stimulation. That's what it's about now here, I think, is the relationships. The animals are a thing that gets kids to come and that helps them at first be accepted, but the thing that makes Noah's Ark work is the relationships between the kids. It's fantastic.